Hello there, and welcome to Dream Past Diaries. I'm truly glad you've made it here. Maybe it's been a long day, or maybe you're the kind of dreamer who prefers to drift off to the sound of quiet thoughts and forgotten mysteries instead of counting sheep. Either way, tonight's story is yours to enjoy. You don't have to do anything now, just rest. Let your thoughts slow, your breath deepen, and your body grow lighter, as if gravity itself has begun to fade away.
In the soft, tranquil stillness of early medieval mornings, the village lay enveloped in a thin, silvery mist that clung to the gentle undulations of the hills and the winding dirt paths, creating a world softened at the edges, where the colors of stone, timber, and grass blended into a continuous, muted tapestry. Each cottage, built from wattle and daub with thatched roofs, exhaled faint spirals of smoke from low-burning hearths, the flames within glowing quietly as they warmed the interiors and filled the rooms with a soft, comforting light. Villagers moved deliberately through the streets, each step measured, each task performed with a gentle, unhurried rhythm. Some carried pails of water from the communal well, others tended small plots of herbs and root vegetables, and still others guided their livestock along familiar trails, watching as the sheep, goats, and cows grazed in an unhurried, almost ritualistic manner, chewing slowly and methodically, their steady movements reflecting the pervasive calm. The marketplace, though modest, hummed with a muted and repetitive energy. Stalls of rough-spun cloth, simple wooden utensils, clay pots, and metal tools caught the soft morning light, glinting in small, subdued flashes, as merchants, their voices low and melodious, offered their goods in gentle, patterned cadences. Among these wares were items that had been designed with great care and high expectations, yet failed to achieve their intended utility, such as finely wrought metal sieves that allowed grains to slip through too quickly, ceramic jugs with lips so thin that they leaked almost imperceptibly, and wooden wheels that resisted the smooth rotation expected of them, yet were used patiently nonetheless. Craftsmen lingered over their creations, their hands tracing the contours, adjusting rims and handles, smoothing surfaces with coarse cloth, and performing minor repairs with a deliberate precision, all in a motion so steady and repetitive it seemed almost meditative. The villagers themselves, accustomed to the small imperfections of daily life, integrated these minor failures into their routines with a quiet grace, tipping leaking jugs slowly to avoid spilling, sifting flour through imperfect sieves multiple times, and carefully guiding uneven plows across the fields, the repetition of these tasks forming a hypnotic rhythm that marked the passage of time with subtle, almost imperceptible movement. The low hum of activity, the clatter of tools, the rustle of leaves, the distant murmur of voices, the gentle bleating of animals, the rhythmic turning of millstones merged into a continuous soft background that seemed to stretch the minutes and hours into long, unbroken stretches, each task bleeding gently into the next. Sunlight, slowly climbing in the sky, spilled over rooftops and cobblestones, illuminating the village with a warm, muted glow, each beam accentuating the textures of weathered wood, uneven stones, and sun-warmed clay, reinforcing a sense of quiet stability and the soothing monotony of daily life. Even in the small failures of objects and tools, there was a subtle, calming charm. A sieve that required repeated sifting gave the hand something steady to do. A leaky jug provided a gentle lesson in careful attention, and a crooked plow demanded the slow, continuous guidance of human patience, each minor challenge reinforcing the meditative quality of labor and reflection. In the repetition of these motions, the villagers discovered a soft, unspoken poetry.
the gentle cadence of work and life, moving in synchrony with the slow, unchanging rhythm of the natural world. From the measured steps along well-worn paths to the soft, rhythmic sounds of domestic and agricultural labor, the village existed in a state of quiet, unhurried continuity, each small action a part of a larger, enveloping pattern. In this space, the imperfection of human invention and the failures of well-intentioned products did not disrupt, but rather complemented the steady unfolding of daily life, each flaw absorbed into the calm, meditative flow of hours. And as the village breathed in the warmth of the slowly rising sun, with smoke curling lazily from chimneys and animals grazing in rhythmic patterns, a soft, encompassing serenity settled over every action, every object, and every breath, forming a timeless, hypnotic rhythm that wrapped itself around the village like a comforting, unbroken lullaby, guiding the mind toward rest and the gentle drift of sleep. As the morning gradually yielded to the gentle warmth of midday, the village settled into a more deliberate, contemplative rhythm where each movement, each task seemed to flow with the steady pulse of time itself, unhurried and deeply measured. Within the cottages, the air carried subtle layers of scent. The sweet, drying fragrance of herbs hung from rafters, the faintly acrid smell of soap simmering in small cauldrons, and the earthy aroma of clay and straw mingled with the warmth from hearths that glowed quietly in every home. Women moved with careful precision, stirring pots and kneading dough, their hands pressing and folding with unbroken, repetitive motions, forming loaves that would slowly brown in communal ovens later in the day, while men labored in workshops or fields, adjusting levers, turning wheels, and coaxing stubborn tools and imperfect implements into proper motion. These tools and products, though made with the intention of utility and efficiency, often presented minor challenges: sieves that required multiple passes to fully sift flour, jugs that leaked with a slow, almost imperceptible drip, and wooden plows that resisted perfect alignment with each furrow. Yet the villagers adapted to these imperfections with a calm, methodical grace, tipping the jugs carefully, repeating sifting motions with quiet patience, and guiding the plows with a measured hand, allowing each small failure to become part of a larger hypnotic rhythm that harmonized with the day itself. Children wandered slowly through these spaces, observing the repetitive motions, mimicking the adults with tentative movements, and gradually learning the gentle patterns of labor, attention, and adjustment that defined the village's pace. Outside, animals moved in equally slow and steady patterns, their grazing punctuating the day with the soft, rhythmic sound of chewing and the faint shuffle of hooves on worn earth. The market, now quieter than in the bustling morning, displayed its wares with understated grace: simple breads with warm crusts, soft textiles dyed in muted earthy tones, wooden spoons polished by hand, and small clay vessels, each item caught in the muted sunlight that filtered through gaps between buildings, casting long, soft shadows across the cobblestones. Villagers circulated among the stalls with deliberate, unhurried steps, inspecting, weighing, and exchanging goods in a soothingly repetitive cadence, their motions and voices blending into a low, constant hum that filled the air with a serene sense of continuity. Even the failures of products, those objects unable to fully achieve their intended purpose, became integral to the rhythm of life. The leaky jug required care, the uneven sieve demanded attention, and the crooked plow guided steady hands through a meditative process that reinforced calm focus and gentle mindfulness. In these small, repeated actions, a subtle poetry emerged, a quiet acknowledgement of imperfection woven seamlessly into the fabric of daily life, the passage of time marked not by sudden events, but by unbroken continuity, each moment folded into the next with serene deliberation. The village, wrapped in the warmth of the slowly rising sun, with smoke curling lazily from chimneys and animals grazing in rhythmic patterns, a soft, encompassing serenity settled over every action, every object, and every breath, forming a timeless, hypnotic rhythm that wrapped itself around the village like a comforting, unbroken lullaby, guiding the mind toward rest and the gentle drift of sleep. As the afternoon unfolded, the village became enveloped in a languid golden light, stretching long shadows across cobblestones, thatched roofs, and gently swaying gardens, each element softened by the sun's warm hue. The repetitive, unhurried motions of daily life continued with a quiet, meditative cadence, villagers carrying water, tending gardens, and adjusting imperfect tools and products in a manner that was deliberate and rhythmically soothing. Craftsmen lingered over their workshops, carefully inspecting sieves, jugs, wooden plows, and other objects whose designs had promised more than they could deliver, running fingers along uneven edges, tilting vessels to check for leaks, and adjusting parts with patient, methodical care. Outside, the soft shuffle of feet on cobblestones and the slow grazing of livestock added to. As the day gently waned into the soft, amber light of early evening, the village seemed to exhale a slow, deliberate calm, the long shadows stretching further across the cobblestones and the thatched roofs, softening every corner and edge into a tranquil haze. The villagers continued their routines with quiet consistency, tending to the last tasks of the day, adjusting uneven wooden plows in the fields, tipping slowly leaking jugs to conserve every drop, and performing repeated sifting of flour through coarse metal sieves, each motion deliberate, rhythmic, and unhurried. Within the cottages, the faint aroma of baked bread, simmering soups, and drying herbs mingled in the air, layering into a continuous, soothing olfactory tapestry that mirrored the soft golden light spilling through small windows. Craftsmen lingered over their workbenches, gently refining tools and utensils that had not yet fulfilled their intended purpose, tracing imperfect edges with careful fingers, polishing surfaces, and adjusting handles and joints with a meditative patience, each movement slow and methodical, a quiet affirmation of human attention to detail. Outside, livestock grazed in patterns that mirrored the rhythm of human activity, each soft step, each measured chew adding to the pervasive hush of the village as it settled toward evening. Children wandered the familiar paths, observing the repeated motions of their elders, learning the unhurried cadence of tasks and movements, absorbing the serene, repetitive patterns that defined their home. Market stalls, now quiet and half-empty, still displayed their wares, the subtle browns and creams of cloth, the smooth sheen of polished wooden utensils, and the faintly warm, soft texture of clay pots and jugs, each item catching the light in subdued, gentle reflections that encourage the eye to linger on the familiar, comforting details. Even the products that failed in some minor way became part of this rhythm, their imperfections transforming into slow, deliberate exercises in attention, patience, and reflection, a quiet meditation on the human need for adjustment, care, and acceptance of minor flaws. The air itself seemed to slow, carrying the distant low murmur of conversations, the rhythmic pounding of the mill wheel winding down for the day, and the gentle rustle of leaves stirred by the soft evening breeze, blending all sounds into a continuous, soothing, calming hum. The fields beyond the village, where the plows had moved steadily throughout the day, were now quiet, the slow lines of furrows glowing softly in the fading light, reflecting the day's careful, patient labor and reinforcing the gentle, unbroken cadence that defined every movement, every breath, and every task. In this enveloping calm, the villagers, their minds and bodies attuned to the repetitive patterns of life and the minor imperfections of human creation, experienced a subtle, hypnotic serenity, each small task and carefully managed failure knitting together a slow, continuous rhythm that guided awareness gently inward, creating a pervasive sense of rest, reflection, and the soft, almost imperceptible drift toward sleep that would carry them through the coming night.